Gordon Brown's taken a pretty active role in the last few weeks regarding this story, more broadly regarding the Epstein files. Just talk to us about what he's referring to when he's saying that he's submitted memorandums and information to numerous police forces.
Well, yes, he hasn't actually given much more detail than this, but over the past week or so, he has given a number of interviews when he's talked about the fact that he wanted to see Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor interviewed by the police, and for the police to reopen their investigation into allegations of women being trafficked through UK airports. And he said that he was calling for this after spending around a week himself going through the Epstein files in great detail, saying he was appalled by what he read there, particularly suggestions that many young women had been trafficked potentially through Stansted Airport. So he's spoken out about his own investigations into the files and what he believes needs to be done about this. And clearly hearing today's news about the arrest has prompted him to come out with this statement about what he's come out with and submitted to a number of different police constabularies, this 5-page memorandum he speaks about. And then he says that's additional information to the one he already submitted last week, where he expressed his concern that we secure justice for trafficked girls and women. Now, clearly, Gordon Brown, as a former Prime Minister of this country and before that Chancellor for many years, is clearly a very weighty, influential figure within the UK, within UK politics. When he speaks, people will sit up and listen. But also it is significant that he has become connected in particular with this situation because, of course, he appointed Peter Mandelson to his cabinet back in 2008. And it was during that time, in the wake of the financial crisis, that there are aspects of the Epstein files that have been released that seem to suggest that Peter Mandelson, as part of that role, had passed sensitive financial information on to Jeffrey Epstein about bailout, proposed bailout of the euro, information about UK government discussions about selling off assets or future tax plans, or even a discussion about trying to pressurise the government to change its plans to heavily tax bankers' bonuses. Now, Gordon Brown has described those allegations as a betrayal of this country and has expressed a great deal of personal anger at what he feels was a personal betrayal as well as a national betrayal. He's also acknowledged that he believes now it was a mistake to have appointed Peter Mandelson to that position when he did, after previously being sacked from Tony Blair's government twice, but he did so during the financial crisis because he believed his experience as a trade commissioner would be useful. But clearly, because of that personal involvement in it, Gordon Brown has spent a lot of time looking into this issue and speaking out about it. And I think that's clearly why he has also decided to make these interventions, speaking about Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor as well, having come across the information that he has done from his own research. But until he gives us rather more information than this statement, it's hard to say exactly what he's referring to. But certainly based on his previous interviews, we know that the issue of women being trafficked through UK airports is one that he has raised with the police previously.